The biggest surprise to me of what they're going to do with this year's WWE Royal Rumble is that on Monday Night Raw, they took Seth Rollins out of the Royal Rumble match. And throughout the whole night, I kept thinking, well, they'll find some way to get him back in there during this show so people won't be hitting the panic button that Rollins isn't in the Rumble. To me, when the Rumble was first named, I thought that Rollins was a guy that had a great shot to win it. He would have been an awesome pick for somebody to lock in and say, this is the guy who's going to win the Rumble this year, and be honestly really believable. Rollins as a babyface is a great character. Rollins as a heel has been a great character. He's done just about everything to prove that he is going to be a main event guy in WWE for a very long time. To me, honestly, if you go back to the night after SummerSlam when Kevin Owens won the Universal Championship, I think it was actually the week after. I don't think it was the next night, because I think they did qualifying matches to put people in there, and then Owens won that match when Triple H came out. But to me, honestly, I remember as a fan looking for answers of why Triple H came out, turned on Rollins, and helped Kevin Owens win the championship. I think that after a few weeks, we had to draw our own conclusion to why we thought it happened. I don't know if they were thinking of bringing Triple H back sooner than later, but Owens talked about that he was Triple H's apprentice, so I guess we were supposed to think that behind the scenes, Triple H was mentoring Kevin Owens. We just never got a chance to see him on TV. If you read internet things or read the sheets, listen to podcasts, a lot of the insiders were saying that Triple H wasn't going to be returning to television until football was over, for egotistical sort of reasons, to be able to point at ratings and numbers and say that he is a ratings grabber for the fact that his return built up wrestling. Because of the fact that he would wait until there was no longer a competition, as in Monday Night Football, for him to make his return. I think that honestly they've heated up the talk, because we all know that Rollins is going to be facing Triple H at the Royal Rumble. Rollins is going to be facing Triple H at WrestleMania 33. At the Royal Rumble, I think this is the perfect time to have an interaction, finally, between Triple H and Seth Rollins. I'm not quite sure that Triple H is going to be competing in the Royal Rumble this year. Yes, he did win it. I think that honestly, the Triple H character, his ego, would love to get into the Rumble and win 2 in a row, and sort of push himself into the upper echelon of Royal Rumble competitors. If he wins another one, that would put him at 3. He won the 2002 one, the 2016 one. If he was to win 3, it would tie him with Stone Cold Steve Austin. But if you were paying attention on Monday, they drew up the conclusion that Mick Foley named the Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns match at the Royal Rumble with Chris Jericho in the Shark Cage a no disqualification match, as well as having Chris Jericho up in the Shark Cage, adding another stipulation to it. To me, I really feel that this is where Triple H is going to come down because of Jericho being taken out, and try and help Owens hold on to the championship, holding Roman Reigns down yet once again, like he was doing on the road to WrestleMania last year, because the Authority didn't feel that Roman was the quote-unquote the WWE style champion that they wanted to have. They had backed guys like Randy Orton. They had backed guys like who was the other guy? Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, and Seth Rollins. But they didn't want Roman Reigns to be the guy. And to me, I think a lot of people turned on Roman Reigns because of the fact they were almost trying to make it like Austin versus McMahon. But they don't let Roman Reigns have any edges. They don't let him have a gray side. They don't let him, go to the extreme. I don't want to steal from ECW, but I just watched One Night Stand the other day, so that's I think that was on my mind. But they almost make him a lot like Cena, where he's, goody two shoes. He won't cheat. He won't, beat the piss out of somebody. And tries to win a wrestling match when he's supposed to be a badass fighter. I mean, he's supposed to be, I guess he's supposed to be a wolf because of the shield, I guess you can say, or a junkyard dog or something. I don't know what I'm trying to get to. But to me, I would guess that, Triple H would try to interfere in the match to help out, and Rollins comes out not only to help his brother in Roman Reigns, but to also finally catch a glimpse of the man who screwed him out of the Universal Championship back in August. That's what I'm looking forward to. That's probably going to be one of the big highlights of the actual Royal Rumble pay-per-view, and probably be leading us right into the WrestleMania 33 craze.